Welcome to Reinventing Broadcast, where AI meets content. Hosted by Ben Anchor. Let's dive in.
Welcome back to the broadcast media, The Inside Track. I'm Ben, and I'm joined by my AI co-host, Rihanna.
Hello everyone, and Ben, what a week you've had. I've been analysing your recent activities, and it really does feel like we're witnessing the AI consulting landscape evolve in real time.
Exactly. I'm calling this episode the AI Consultants Trifecta. 3 experiences from this past week that each represent different facets of our evolving industry. We've got personal automation with my first N8N AI agent, enterprise-scale learning at IBM's Watson X workshop, and real client assessment work. Plus, some exciting new opportunities that have me thinking about the future of AI training itself.
And let's not forget your regular check-ins with your UK coursemate from Berkeley. That peer support network seems to be becoming increasingly valuable as you both navigate this AI transformation.
Well, those conversations have become this informal but crucial sense check. Are we pursuing the right things? How can we make our processes easier with AI? We're constantly sharing tips and tricks on what we're developing separately. It's the kind of peer support every consultant needs right now.
Well, let's dive into this trifecta then. Starting with your technical win, tell us about this N8N AI agent you've built.
Right, so after weeks of theory and planning, I finally built an agent that curates and distributes newsletters, blog posts, and articles for current news topics, specifically focusing on AI and broadcast media. N8N is a workflow automation platform that's become increasingly popular for building AI-powered processes.
Walk us through how it actually works, Ben. I'm particularly interested in the decision-making processes you've embedded.
The agent runs weekly, pulling from 6 RSS feeds, for example, TVB Europe, Advanced Television, Broadcasting Cable, and News API. It's quite sophisticated, actually. It processes articles with AI and broadcast keyword scoring, ensures source diversity with a maximum of 3 articles per source, and uses GPT-4 to generate a professional newsletter with specific sections.
Walk us through the technical architecture. This sounds more complex than a simple RSS aggregator.
It really is, Rihanna. The workflow has multiple JavaScript code nodes that score articles based on AI terms like machine learning, automation, neural networks, and broadcast terms like streaming, OTT, content production. It balances the newsletter content to ensure we're not just getting AI stories or just broadcast stories, but a good mix of both.
And the debugging process? You mentioned working with Claude on the code.
Here's the thing. I'm not a developer, yet I was able to debug complex JavaScript code with Claude's help. The agent was initially producing imbalanced content or sometimes failing on JSON formatting. Claude would analyze the workflow, identify the issue, and provide new code snippets that I could drop into the N8N nodes.
That's remarkable. AI helping to debug AI workflows. What kind of issues were you encountering?
Everything from handling special characters in RSS feeds that were breaking JSON parsing, to ensuring the newsletter had proper HTML formatting for email clients, to balancing the content scoring algorithm. The agent even includes quality assurance nodes that analyze the final output and score it on factors like word count, topic balance, and whether it includes proper read more links.
So you're essentially running a multi-stage AI pipeline with quality control built in.
So the workflow includes nodes for RSS aggregation, content scoring, JSON cleaning for API calls, GPT-4 newsletter generation, quality analysis, HTML formatting, and email distribution. It's like having a small newsroom that runs automatically every week.
What struck me most about your N8N experience is how accessible this technology has become for non-developers.
That's the key insight, as here I am, not a programmer, yet I built a sophisticated AI workflow that handles data processing, content analysis, and automated distribution. The combination of visual workflow tools like N8N and AI assistants like Claude for debugging means the barrier to entry for building these systems has dropped dramatically.
And the credibility this gives you with client opportunities must be substantial.
It's game-changing. When I'm reaching out to prospectives about AI implementation, I'm not speaking theoretically. I can show them a voice agent or a working system that processes hundreds of articles weekly, makes editorial decisions, and produces consistent output. The fact that I debugged complex JavaScript with AI assistance also demonstrates how these tools are democratizing technical capabilities.
Now let's talk about the other end of the scale. Your experience at IBM's Innovation Studio. This was enterprise-grade AI, wasn't it?
Completely different scale. This was IBM's hands-on workshop at their Innovation Studio in Waterloo, showcasing Watson X Orchestrate, their AI agent platform. The workshop was designed to show how to quickly build powerful AI agents and put them to work delivering real value.
And this was all no code, wasn't it? Tell us about the specific use cases you worked through.
Exactly, no coding required. We had step-by-step lab instructions for real-world scenarios. One was a banking use case where customers could request move money from savings to current account, and the agent would handle the entire workflow. Another was a multi-agent Watson X system for employee services. You could ask, how many days holiday do I have left? And the agent would hand off to SAP databases or similar systems to return the response.
So this was Watson X Orchestrate specifically, their platform for simplifying how work gets done. What made it so powerful?
The key was the AI agent builder at its core. It enables you to design both deterministic and generative agents with ready-made tools and templates. The workshop had a library of pre-built templates, but you could also build from scratch. What impressed me was how quickly you could go from idea to execution.
And the multi-agent collaboration aspect, how did that work in practice?
That's where it gets really interesting. In the employee services example, one agent would handle the initial query. Another would authenticate the user, a third would query the HR database, and a fourth would format and deliver the response. Each agent had a specific role, but they collaborated seamlessly to complete the workflow. It's true a multi-agent orchestration, not just a single AI doing everything.
How could this translate to broadcast media applications?
The potential is enormous. Imagine adapting these workflows for broadcast operations. An agent that can schedule this content for prime time by checking availability, compliance requirements, audience data, and technical specifications, then coordinating with multiple systems to execute the scheduling. Or, what's the status of tonight's primetime broadcast? With agents querying schedule status, commercial availability, program readiness, and even operational staff details.
And the technical infrastructure requirements?
That's what made IBM's approach so compelling. Watson X Orchestrate is cloud-based, so you don't need massive on-premises infrastructure. But you still need to consider data integration, API connections, and security protocols. The workshop showed us clients already running these systems in production, delivering measurable business value.
Which brings us to your first client assessment call. This must have been quite different from traditional broadcast consulting.
So this was for a Gen AI solution within AWS, and the client has specific requirements around massively reducing their pain point of huge manual repetitive work, which is ripe for replacing it with an AI workflow. They're particularly interested in document scoring, using prompts to foundational models, not just OpenAI's GPT series, but they could opt for Anthropic's Claude, Google's Gemini, and potentially some open source alternatives.
What did the assessment reveal about their readiness for deployment?
That's the interesting part. While the use case is clear, there's still development work needed before we can look at deployment. The assessment process itself is evolving. Traditional IT consulting relied heavily on requirements gathering and system analysis. AI consulting requires evaluating not just technical capabilities, but also the organization's readiness for AI-driven processes, their data quality and accessibility, and their cultural capacity for change.
And you mentioned starting with business objectives rather than getting caught up in the technology.
Well, the most sophisticated AI solution is worthless if it doesn't solve a real business problem, or if the organization isn't ready to adopt it.
Now, tell us about this fascinating new contract opportunity, the video production specialist AI trainer role.
This is a glimpse into how AI training itself is evolving. I've just passed the psychometric tests for an ad hoc hours contract role that involves working with large language models to improve their understanding of video production workflows, cinematography, lighting, sound design, and post-production processes.
So you're not just using AI tools, you're actively shaping how these tools understand professional workflows.
It represents a completely new category of work, teaching AI systems to understand creative and technical processes. For someone with broadcast media expertise, this is an incredible opportunity to influence how AI develops in our industry.
These three experiences really do represent different points on the AI consulting spectrum, don't they?
They do, but they're all connected by a common thread: the shift from traditional consulting to AI-enhanced consulting. My regular check-ins with my UK coursemate have been invaluable for processing these experiences.
What's becoming clear about the new consulting models that are emerging?
Traditional consulting was often about delivering reports and recommendations. AI consulting is increasingly about building working prototypes, running pilot programs, and providing ongoing optimization support. The relationship with clients is becoming more collaborative and long-term.
And the importance of hands-on experience seems crucial.
Clients want to work with consultants who have actually built and deployed AI solutions, not just read about them. The credibility that comes from having working systems is essential for building trust and demonstrating capability.
As we wrap up, Ben, what are your thoughts on where this is all heading?
The AI consulting market is evolving rapidly, and I think we're at an inflection point where the early adopters are starting to see real business value from their AI investments. For broadcast media specifically, the opportunities are enormous: content curation and distribution, audience analytics, automated compliance monitoring, dynamic scheduling.
But it's as much about organisational change as it is about technology.
The trifecta of experiences I've shared, personal automation, enterprise workshops, and client assessments, represents just part of the spectrum of AI consulting. Each requires different skills, different approaches, and different ways of thinking about value delivery.
What's your advice for anyone looking to move into AI consulting?
Start building. Don't just read about AI or take courses. Actually build working systems. The learning that comes from hands-on experience is invaluable, and the credibility it provides is essential for client relationships.
And the video production AI trainer opportunity represents the next frontier.
It really does. Not just using AI tools, but actively shaping how these tools understand and respond to professional workflows. For those of us in broadcast media, this is our chance to influence how AI develops in our industry.
That wraps up another fascinating episode of Broadcast Media, The Inside Track. We've covered quite a journey today. From personal AI agents to enterprise workshops to client assessments and new opportunities.
The common thread is that AI consulting is moving from theory to practice, and the opportunities for those willing to dive in are substantial. Next week, I'll be sharing insights from my ongoing AI development work and some thoughts on how the AI consulting market is evolving.
Plus updates on how your N8N agent is performing in real-world conditions.
Yep. So if you're working on AI implementations in broadcast media or consulting, I'd love to hear from you. You can reach me through the usual channels, and don't forget to subscribe for weekly insights on AI transformation in broadcast media.
Until next time, keep innovating, keep learning.
And remember, the future of our industry is being built right now, one AI workflow at a time.
Thanks for listening to Reinventing Broadcast. Subscribe for more on AI content and the future of media. And visit ancast.tv for more info on Ben himself, the resources, other content, and news.